Why are books in Australia so expensive? I'm just gonna drink. So I've just run away from an entire bunch of people out drinking and having fun, because when you're a writer and you feel inspired and your book is calling for you, that takes like precedence above all else. And right now my book is calling for me, so I have to go and write it. I stopped in on the bookstore on the way home and I got some books, which I'll show you in a bit when I get home, and poured myself a glass of wine and opened a packet of salt and vinegar crisps, which is basically my ritual when it comes to cracking down to writing a book. Hey guys, I'm back. Sorry for the bad lighting. I'm away on holiday in Margaret River, close to Perth in Australia, which means I'm away from Brisbane and I don't have the best lighting. But anyway, I have 2 new books to show you before I decide to drink some wine and watch some Gilmore Girls. I was going to do some writing because I actually submitted my thriller novel to about 5 literary agents today and I'm really freaking excited about it, but fingers crossed. I'm so nervous actually, but I wanted to kind of continue writing, because when you submit a novel that's not actually complete, like, it kind of fuels you, because the waiting time is say up to 3 months, which gives me more than enough time to complete the first draft of the novel. But I woke up this morning with a really sore throat and fuck knows I should not be drinking, but here we go, it's Saturday. I left the boyfriend and his friends to stay and party, and I've come home with throat lozenges, cold and flu tablets, and a bottle of wine, some salt and vinegar crisps, and a bar of Twix that's busy cooling down in the fridge. So the party's happening. The first book I'm going to show you is one that I actually did request from the publishers, but unfortunately I wasn't considered to review this one, much to my disappointment. I guess it's because publishing houses kind of know me as a reviewer of thriller, so giving me the 3rd book in the Me Before You series probably doesn't really add up to them. But just FYI, I know I do love a good thriller, but Jojo Moyes' Me Before You was just the most phenomenal book in the world. I think I read it in 2015. Fell absolutely in love with it, and I just, like, you know, I couldn't wait when I heard that there was another book coming out. Granted, the 2nd book wasn't really for me. I didn't really see the point of it, to be honest. I thought Me Before You was just so perfect that the next one after you was just a bit like, oh, I don't really get it, like. But now there's a 3rd, so, you know, who knows? I don't know what it's like, but I'm really excited. So, Me Before You is the 1st book, and it follows Lou Clark, who basically gets a job looking after a disabled man. She has to try and help him love life again before he takes himself off to commit suicide legally, because he just isn't enjoying life. And, you know, she falls in love with him, and eventually, spoiler alert, he kills himself because what she can offer him just isn't enough. 2nd book is just about what she does after his death, and, you know, he leaves her a bit of a fortune and she can just go off and do what she wants in life for the first time. I didn't really get the point of it. I didn't see much character development, but now in the 3rd book, apparently she goes off to, I could be very wrong here, I think it's New York, and she's got this relationship with this ambulance driver called Sam now, and she tries to make it work. They're doing a long distance thing, but either which way, I am very excited for it. I do wish I'd received it by the publishers, because it was astronomically expensive. It was 33 bloody dollars. The next book is also a book that I requested from the publishers, but unfortunately, by the time I requested it, they didn't have any review copies left, and I kind of just kept like waiting and hoping that maybe one would show up in the post, but it wasn't happening. And eventually I just couldn't help myself anymore, and I got The Woman in the Window by AJ Finn, and I am so excited. I have heard the most amazing things about this book, guys. From what I know, this is a book about this woman called Anna who hasn't left a house in almost a year because something really traumatic happened to her. It kind of sounds a little bit similar to The Girl on the Train, because basically this woman Anna, her only lifeline to life is watching people from her window, and she becomes really drawn to this new couple that moves into the apartment next door to her, and she just begins to watch their everyday life, very similar to the girl on the train. Just like the girl on the train, Anna one night witnesses something that she is not supposed to see, and she starts to try and uncover the truth, but she worries that no one's going to believe her, very similar to the girl on the train. And you know what, I just finished reading The Woman in Cabin 10 by Ruth Ware, which I felt was far too similar to The Girl on the Train for my liking, so I really hope that this one isn't just a complete carbon copy. I mean, the end sentence on the blurb says, "Can Anna even trust herself?" Well, it actually says, "Can she even trust herself?" Not Anna. Her name is Anna though, so I don't know, guys. Have you read it? Let me know. I really don't want to be disappointed, because January wasn't the best reading month for me. I read 2 really shitty books and then 2 pretty alright books. So, not pretty alright, they're actually bloody excellent, what am I saying? God, this is what happens when I have wine. The first 2 books I read were pretty shite, but then I read He Said, She Said by Erin Kelly, which is phenomenal, and I Let You Go by Claire McIntosh, and that was also brilliant. I'm busy reading Claire McIntosh's other book that's only getting released next month in the US, and that's Let Me Lie, which so far is very slow burning, but I am thoroughly enjoying it. I think that I didn't even realise Claire McIntosh's writing could improve, but I feel like it really has in her second book. And please stop worrying about the wobbliness of this, because I really am hoping to invest in a tripod here soon. Unfortunately, I left my tripod in South Africa, among many other things I forgot to pack in my suitcase. But yeah, so yeah, I am in Perth now, well, Margaret River, just outside of Perth, and I have a couple of days here, and then I am going to Brisbane once again, and I'm moving into my flat. I've got a couple of shifts coming up with my work, which is really hard. Guys, like, the job that I'm doing, I don't really want to give too much away on social media, but my bloody god, I've never worked that hard in my life. Like 6 hours non-stop, not off your feet, no break, and it's just full on. I was called Mike Tyson by the end of my shift, because literally I didn't stop, and I was pulling things above my head that were probably double my body weight. And the next morning I woke up and I couldn't even put my arms behind my back because my muscles were so sore. Yeah, so it is going to take some getting used to this new job, but yeah, we're gonna hopefully not look like Mike Tyson at the end of the day. But anyway, yeah, alright, I'm gonna go have a glass of wine and watch an episode of Gilmore Girls. What episode am I on? I'm gonna watch an episode of Gilmore Girls, and then I'm going to read some of my new book. Let me see what episode I'm on, because it's actually really bloody good. Season 5, episode 12, and Lorelai, the saucy minx, is just about to walk to bed in a shirt from Luke. Yeah, very, very sexy. Anyway, so yeah, that's me, that's my life update, and I am sorry about the really bad quality of this, but I did promise you that I would carry on filming, and eventually the quality will be better and it will be a lot more scheduled, and Boho Bookworm will have a routine, unlike now where it's just a bit all over the show. But yeah, sometimes these are the best posts. I mean, some of the best posts I enjoy from you guys, you know, if you post a video, are literally some of vlogs and just chatting and talking shit, because they're actually really fun and nice. It's more natural, and you don't really need to edit as much. And right now I'm too lazy to edit, because A, I'm sick, and B, I am drinking while I'm sick, and that's just not really combination. Bye guys.